know anything about the free golf. And they all look at me like, and they be like, well, how all these people you know was at the free golf, but you're the only one that wasn't at the free golf? And I thought about it for a minute. I said, oh my gosh, I'm ugly.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, that's how. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented.
When discussing Sean Diddy Combs' legal situation, it's important to separate confirmed facts from online speculation. Public court records show that Combs faced a federal criminal trial, where a jury found him guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution under the Mann Act, while acquitting him of the more serious racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking charges. He was later sentenced to a federal prison term and has appealed the conviction. In addition to the criminal case, he continues to face multiple civil lawsuits, many of which remain unresolved. Through his legal team, Combs has denied or disputed numerous allegations made against him. Beyond the courtroom, the case has generated an enormous amount of online discussion. Social media platforms and YouTube channels have circulated countless theories linking various celebrities to Combs or suggesting broader industry conspiracies. However, many of these claims are based on speculation rather than verifiable evidence. Public appearances, photographs, or professional relationships alone do not establish wrongdoing, and many widely shared narratives have never been supported by court filings, official investigations, or credible reporting. The way these stories spread online offers an important lesson in media literacy. Many commentary videos begin with legitimate news before gradually introducing assumptions, rumors, or personal interpretations. Creators often rely on phrases such as "many believe," "some people think," or "fans have suggested," allowing speculation to be presented without directly claiming it as fact. While those statements may sound persuasive, they do not substitute for evidence. Another common storytelling technique is association by proximity. Footage of celebrities attending the same events or interacting publicly is frequently edited together to imply a deeper connection, even when no verified link exists. Viewers may be encouraged to draw conclusions based solely on visual association rather than documented facts. Presentation also plays a significant role. Dramatic music, selective editing, and carefully placed rhetorical questions can create a sense of mystery or hidden truth. When verified reporting and unverified commentary are blended together without clear distinctions, speculation can begin to feel as credible as established evidence. A more reliable approach is to separate information into 3 categories: confirmed facts, allegations, and speculation. Confirmed facts are supported by court records, official statements, or multiple reputable news organizations. Allegations are claims made in lawsuits, interviews, or investigations that have not been proven. Speculation consists of theories or interpretations that lack independent verification. Maintaining these distinctions helps ensure that ongoing legal developments are understood in their proper context. It also reminds audiences that high-profile cases often generate far more online commentary than verified information, making careful evaluation of sources more important than ever. As celebrity scandals dominate headlines, they also become prime material for online commentary. While some creators focus on verified reporting, others build engaging narratives by blending confirmed facts with assumptions, speculation, and internet rumors. The result is content that can feel convincing, even when much of it isn't supported by evidence. One of the most common techniques is to start with a real news event, such as an arrest, a lawsuit, or a court appearance, and then gradually introduce unverified claims. Instead of presenting those claims as facts, creators often rely on phrases like "many believe," "some fans think," or "people have been saying." Those qualifiers create the impression that a theory has credibility without actually providing proof. Another technique is association. Videos frequently show clips or photos of celebrities appearing together at parties, award shows, or public events, encouraging viewers to assume those relationships are more significant than the available evidence suggests. In reality, sharing the same social or professional circles does not, on its own, establish involvement in another person's actions. Editing also plays a powerful role. Suspenseful music, dramatic pauses, carefully selected interviews, and quick-cut montages can make unrelated moments appear connected. By weaving factual reporting together with commentary and speculation, a video can create a compelling narrative that feels authoritative while leaving the audience to fill in the gaps. This doesn't necessarily mean every creator is intentionally spreading misinformation. In many cases, the goal is to entertain, encourage discussion, or explore possibilities. Even so, it's important for viewers to recognize the difference between reporting and storytelling. A well-produced video can be persuasive because of how it's presented, not because every conclusion is backed by evidence. A useful way to evaluate this type of content is to separate information into three categories. First are confirmed facts, which come from court documents, official statements, or multiple reputable news organizations. Second are allegations, which are claims made in legal filings or public accusations that have not been proven. Third is speculation, consisting of theories, opinions, or interpretations that lack independent verification. Keeping those distinctions in mind helps prevent speculation from being mistaken for fact. In an era where online narratives can spread faster than verified reporting, critical thinking and careful source evaluation remain the best tools for understanding complex, high-profile stories. Sean Combs, the man the world has known as Diddy, Puff Daddy, and P. Diddy, is currently serving a federal prison sentence, and his case is still not fully resolved. Here's exactly where things stand, based on what's actually been confirmed in court. Combs was arrested in September 2024 and indicted on serious federal charges: racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. His trial began in May 2025 in a federal courtroom in Manhattan, in front of Judge Arun Subramanian. Prosecutors built much of their case around testimony from his ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Cassie Ventura, along with a 2016 hotel surveillance video that showed Combs assaulting her in a hallway. In July 2025, after weeks of testimony, the jury came back with a split verdict. Combs was acquitted of the most serious charges: racketeering conspiracy and sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Those were the charges that could have put him away for life. But the jury did convict him on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution under the Mann Act. In October 2025, Judge Subramanian handed down the sentence: 50 months in federal prison, a $500,000 fine, and 5 years of supervised release once he's out. That number landed between what prosecutors wanted, around 11 years, and what the defense was asking for, closer to 14 months. The judge acknowledged the jury had cleared him of the more serious charges, but said the coercive behavior described at trial still shaped how he approached sentencing. That one decision is exactly what Combs is now fighting in court. He's currently held at FCI Fort Dix, a low-security federal prison in New Jersey. His legal team, led by appellate attorney Alexandra Shapiro, is arguing that the judge shouldn't have factored in behavior tied to the charges he was acquitted of when deciding a sentence for the charges he was actually convicted of. That argument went in front of a 3-judge panel at the Second Circuit Court of Appeals back in April 2026. The judges themselves admitted this was new legal territory, and they didn't rule on the spot. As of the most recent reporting, no decision has come down yet, and legal analysts expected a ruling sometime between May and August of 2026. So as it stands, the appeal is still pending. It's worth checking for the latest news, because a ruling could land any day. In the meantime, his projected release date has shifted more than once based on prison program credits, with estimates currently pointing to sometime in 2028, though that could still change depending on how the appeal goes. There have also been reports that Combs has asked President Trump for a pardon, and Trump has confirmed the request was made, though he hasn't said what he plans to do about it. On the business side, Combs sold one of his Star Island properties in Miami in July 2026 for $55 million, even while serving out his sentence. Now, beyond the 2 counts he was actually convicted of, there's a much larger pile of civil lawsuits and public allegations that have come from former associates, employees, and other individuals over the years. Some of those have been settled, some are still working their way through the courts, and plenty of them were never tested at trial, where, again, he was acquitted of the most serious criminal charges. Civil allegations are not the same thing as a criminal conviction, And a lot of what circulates online goes well beyond what's actually been proven in a courtroom. So when you hear a claim about this case that isn't tied to the conviction itself, it's worth treating it as an allegation, not a fact, no matter how many times it gets repeated.
One of your favorite comedians then. Cause you didn't hear that?
That was cool.
Huh?
I didn't hear it.
Get out of here.
That was cool, but I didn't hear that one. I
Oh,
must have missed it, man. I think I caught most of them.
I think he almost fell in the tub with one of the girls. Diddy had some girls in the tub, a tub of baby oil or something like that, and he almost fell in the tub. It was crazy.
You know, he would be one of the celebrities that I definitely wouldn't think would be involved in anything illegal, for sure.
But you got to realize this, man. People who get caught up in certain those things like that, those parties and things like that, is that they don't go there looking for that stuff. You got to understand, they get caught up in the moment with the alcohol, the drugs, and then certain bottles that are laced with certain things that take you away from your normal self. And you end up probably doing something that you probably never do again in your life. You never get caught up in those things ever before. There are a lot of celebrities that go to these parties like this. And they not only Diddy parties. I went to a party before and You Can't Handle the Truth and King Kong Ain't Got Nothing on Me was at one of those parties. I was bodyguarding one of the girls. So what I'm saying is that it's rampant, and this was years ago. This was over 20 years ago. It's rampant in the music industry. It's rampant in Hollywood, film, pictures, or anything.
Well, Gene Deal, man.